You know that feeling when your mind won't let go of something. Maybe it's a memory that keeps surfacing, or a worry about something that hasn't even happened yet, or just this vague sense of danger that circles back around every few hours like it's on a loop. You might be sitting at your desk, lying in bed, or walking through your day, and suddenly the fear is there again, replaying the same scene, the same tension, the same dread. It's exhausting, isn't it? It's like your brain has pressed repeat on a song you never wanted to hear in the first place, and no matter how hard you try to change the channel, it just keeps playing. You feel your chest tighten, your breath gets shallow, your shoulders creep up toward your ears. And there's this heaviness, this fatigue that comes from carrying the same fear over and over, even when you know logically that you're safe right now, even when nothing bad is actually happening, even when the danger is long past or entirely imagined. The loop keeps going, and you start to wonder what's wrong with you. Why can't you just let it go? Why does your mind keep bringing you back to this place? And it's not just the fear itself that's hard. It's the loneliness of it. It's the feeling that you're trapped inside your own head, watching the same film reel, while everyone else seems to be living in the present. You might feel like you should be over this by now, like you should have moved on, like there's something broken in you that keeps you stuck. But here's what I want you to know, gently and without judgment. There is nothing wrong with you. Your brain is not malfunctioning. It's not punishing you. It's actually trying to protect you in the only way it knows how. And understanding why this happens, why your brain keeps replaying the same fear even when you're safe now, can be the first soft step toward finding your way back to the present, back to your body, back to a quieter kind of safety. Let's start by just acknowledging what it feels like to be in that loop. You wake up, and maybe for a moment you feel okay, and then the thought arrives, the fear, the memory, the what if, and your whole body responds as if the danger is happening right now. Your heart rate picks up. Your stomach clenches. You might feel a rush of heat or a wave of cold. Your hands might tremble. Your jaw might tighten. And your mind starts racing, trying to solve the problem, trying to figure out how to make it stop, how to keep yourself safe. But the more you try to push the fear away, the louder it seems to get. The more you tell yourself to just stop thinking about it, the more it comes back. And so you end up spending hours, sometimes days, caught in this exhausting dance between the fear and your attempts to escape it. You might avoid certain places, certain people, certain topics of conversation. You might stay busy, filling every moment with distraction, hoping that if you just keep moving, the fear won't catch up with you. Or maybe you do the opposite. Maybe you freeze, unable to move forward, unable to make decisions, because every option feels dangerous. And underneath it all, there's this quiet, aching question. When will I feel safe again? The truth is, your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's scanning for danger. It's trying to keep you alive. And if you've been through something hard, something that taught your nervous system that the world is not a safe place, then your brain learned to stay on high alert. It learned to watch for signs of threat, to prepare for the worst, to never let its guard down. And even now, even when the actual danger has passed, even when you're in a different place, with different people, in a different time, your brain is still running that old program. It's still looking for the danger it learned to expect. And when it finds something, anything, that even remotely resembles that old threat, it sounds the alarm. The fear comes rushing back, not because the danger is here, but because your brain is remembering. It's replaying the past, trying to prepare you for what it thinks might happen again. This is what we might call survival memory. It's not the same as regular memory, the kind where you can recall what you had for breakfast or what you did last weekend. Survival memory lives in your body, in your nervous system. It's stored as sensations, as patterns of tension, as automatic responses. And when something in your present environment triggers that old memory, your body reacts before your conscious mind even has a chance to catch up. So you might find yourself feeling terrified, and you don't even know why. Or you might know exactly what you're afraid of, but you can't understand why it still has so much power over you. And your brain, trying to make sense of this alarm, starts to generate thoughts, stories, explanations. It replays the memory, or it imagines future scenarios, trying to figure out how to protect you. But here's the thing. The repetition itself doesn't actually make you safer. It just keeps the alarm system activated. It keeps your nervous system in that heightened state of vigilance, always scanning, always preparing, never resting. And sometimes, the looping fear isn't even about a specific event. Sometimes it's just this generalized sense of dread, this feeling that something bad is going to happen, even though you can't name what it is. This can happen when you grew up in an environment where things felt unpredictable, where you never quite knew when the next conflict or crisis would arrive. Your nervous system learned to stay braced, to always be ready, to never fully relax. And now, even in the absence of any obvious threat, that bracing continues. Your brain has learned that uncertainty equals danger, and so it tries to eliminate uncertainty by imagining every possible worst-case scenario. It loops through all the things that could go wrong, thinking that if it can just anticipate everything, it can protect you. But the irony is this constant vigilance, this constant rehearsal of fear, is what keeps you feeling unsafe. It keeps you living in the future, in the land of what if, instead of in the present, where you actually are. There's also something important to understand about unprocessed emotion. When something difficult happens, our bodies need a way to complete the stress response, to move through the activation and come back down to a state of calm. But sometimes, for 100 different reasons, that completion doesn't happen. Maybe you had to keep going, keep functioning, keep taking care of others. Maybe you didn't have anyone to turn to, anyone who could hold space for what you were feeling. Maybe you were told, implicitly or explicitly, that your feelings were too much, that you needed to get over it, that you should just be grateful things weren't worse. So the emotion got stuck. The alarm stayed on. And now, your nervous system is still trying to process what never got processed. The fear loops because there's still something inside you that needs to be felt, acknowledged, witnessed. Your brain keeps bringing you back to it, not to torture you, but because it's trying to help you complete something that was left unfinished. And then there's the way perfectionism can feed into this loop. If you learned that making mistakes was dangerous, that you had to be perfect to be safe or loved or accepted, then your brain might have started treating every small misstep as a potential catastrophe. It loops on fears of failure, fears of judgment, fears of not being enough, because it genuinely believes that perfection is the only way to protect you. But perfectionism is a kind of hypervigilance too. It's the nervous system saying, if I can just control everything, if I can just get everything right, then nothing bad will happen. Except life doesn't work that way. And so the mind keeps looping, keeps scanning for what you might have done wrong, what you need to fix, what danger might be lurking in your imperfection. All of this to say, the loop is not your fault. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not evidence that you're broken. It's your brain doing what it was trained to do in an environment that required you to be vigilant, to brace, to protect yourself. And the fact that it's still doing this now, even when you're safe, just means that your nervous system hasn't fully learned yet that the danger has passed. It hasn't received the message that it can relax, that it can let go, that you're okay now. And that's okay, because you can teach it. You can help your nervous system learn what safety feels like. Not through force, not through willpower, but through gentle, patient practice. Through offering your body a different experience, again and again, until the new pattern starts to feel more familiar than the old one. So let's take a moment together, right now, to step out of the loop, not by pushing the fear away, but by gently guiding your attention somewhere else, somewhere softer, somewhere present. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to fix anything. Just notice. Notice where you are right now, in this moment. Notice the surface beneath you. Maybe you're sitting, maybe you're lying down. Feel the weight of your body being held. You don't have to make it happen. Gravity is already doing that for you. Just notice. And if you feel comfortable, let your eyes soften or even close. And bring your attention to your breath. Not to change it, just to notice it. Where do you feel your breath most easily? Maybe in your chest, maybe in your belly, maybe in your nostrils. Just notice. And as you breathe, see if you can let the exhale be just a little bit longer, just a little bit softer. Like you're releasing something you've been holding. Like you're letting your body know that, in this moment, there's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to prepare for. You're just here, just breathing, just being. And now, without forcing anything, see if you can notice your feet. If you're sitting, maybe they're on the floor. If you're lying down, maybe they're resting on the bed. Just notice the sensation of contact. Notice the ground beneath you, supporting you. You are held. You are connected to something solid. And maybe, if it feels okay, you can press your feet gently into the surface beneath them, just a little, and feel the way the ground presses back. Feel that connection, that support, and let your attention move slowly up through your legs, through your hips, through your back. Notice where your body is making contact with the surface beneath you. Notice how many points of contact there are. You don't have to do anything. Just notice. And maybe as you notice, you can feel a little bit more of your weight settling down, a little bit more of your body releasing, trusting that it's held. And if the fear comes back, if the loop starts again, that's okay. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to push it away. Just notice it. Notice where it lives in your body. Maybe it's in your chest, maybe it's in your throat, maybe it's in your stomach. Just notice. And see if you can place a hand there, gently, like you're offering that part of you some comfort, some presence. You might even say, silently, to that part of you, I know you're scared. I know you're trying to protect me. Thank you. And I'm here. I'm here with you. You're not alone. And as you breathe, see if you can imagine breathing into that place, breathing softness, breathing space, breathing the gentlest kind of acknowledgement. You're not trying to make the fear go away. You're just offering it company. You're showing it that it doesn't have to do this alone. And now, let your attention come back to the space around you. If your eyes are closed, you might open them gently. And just notice what you see. Notice the colors, the shapes, the light. Notice the room you're in, or the space you're in. You are here. You are in the present. You are not in the past. You are not in the imagined future. You are here now, and in this moment, you are safe. And maybe your mind wants to argue with that. Maybe it wants to loop back to the fear. And that's okay. Just gently, without judgment, bring your attention back. Back to your breath. Back to your body. Back to the present. This is how we teach the nervous system that it can relax. Not all at once, but in small moments like this. Moment after moment, breath after breath, returning to the here and now. You can do this anytime the loop starts. You don't have to wait until the fear is unbearable. In fact, the earlier you can notice it, the easier it is to gently redirect. You might notice the first sign of tension in your body, the first racing thought, and you can pause. You can place a hand on your heart or on your belly. You can take a slow breath. You can look around the room and name 5 things you can see. You can feel your feet on the ground. You can whisper to yourself, I'm here. I'm safe. I'm okay right now. These small acts of presence, these small gestures of self-connection, they might seem simple, but they're incredibly powerful because they interrupt the loop. They give your nervous system a different experience. They offer your brain evidence that, in this moment, there is no danger. And over time, with practice, your brain starts to learn. It starts to trust. It starts to understand that it doesn't have to keep replaying the fear, because you're here in the present taking care of things. And here's the really important part. Healing doesn't mean the fear never comes back. It doesn't mean you'll never have another anxious thought or another moment of dread. Healing means that when the fear does come, you know how to be with it. You know how to meet it with compassion instead of judgment. You know how to bring yourself back to the present, back to your body, back to the truth of this moment. Healing means the loop gets shorter, quieter, less consuming. It means you spend less time lost in the replay and more time connected to the here and now. And most importantly, healing means you understand that the fear is not the enemy. It's not something to fight or suppress. It's a part of you that's been doing its very best to keep you safe in the only way it knew how. And now you get to teach it a new way, a softer way, a way that doesn't require constant vigilance, constant rehearsal, constant bracing. a way that allows you to rest. So if you're in the loop right now, if your brain keeps replaying the same fear, I want you to know, this is not a failure. This is not evidence that you're not healing, or that you're not strong enough, or that you'll never feel better. This is just your nervous system doing what it was trained to do. And you are allowed to be patient with it. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself. You are allowed to take as much time as you need to learn this new way of being. There's no rush. There's no deadline. There's just you and your breath and this moment and the quiet knowing that safety is something you can return to again and again, no matter how many times you've left. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are learning. And that is enough. You are enough. And you are safe right now in this moment. And that is where we begin.